On this Wellness Wednesday, a viral social media trend that boasts a better night's sleep to the max, quite literally. Sleepmaxxing is the latest TikTok trend, using hacks and gadgets and supplements to try to get the perfect sleep, with nearly half of adults now tracking their sleep, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. But many are losing sleep trying to worry about it. So we invited sleep medicine doctor, Dr. Shawarma here of Baylor Scott & White Health to help separate the science from the social media hype so we actually get some good sleep. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
So glad to have you here. Okay, so tell me, what is sleepmaxxing at its core?
So sleepmaxxing is this wellness viral trend that blew up over social media in the last 2 years, basically compromising of tips and tricks to optimize and get the most out of your sleep in terms of your mental health, physical health, and immune benefits, and compromises a little bit of everything, your environmental changes, sleep schedules, and maybe even some supplements.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so some of these trends focus on something that you just said, which is sleep hygiene, the basics of that. So, right, consistent bedtimes, those cool and dark rooms, maybe limiting that screen time. And so from a medical perspective, how important are those to the actual fundamentals of sleep?
That's a great question. So some of these trends are gimmicky, while others are science-backed. And sleep hygiene, definitely science-backed. It's something we've known for many years. Some of the things, especially having a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed the same time, waking up the same time in the morning, having cool, dark rooms, they absolutely work to improve the quality and quantity of your sleep. Whereas other things, such as supplements, they're kind of debatable.
Okay. So why do you think consistency is so key in getting a good night's sleep? Because I know you want to kind of repeat the same thing that you're doing, maybe even go to bed the same time every night.
The key to that is it helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which is your body's natural intrinsic rhythm when your sleep pressure is the most, which is at night, and that's when the melatonin starts to rise. And also getting up in the morning and exposing yourself to morning sunlight at the same time signals your brain it's time to get up and go. So when you maintain it consistently, your hormones really rise and fall according to your body's natural rhythm.
Ah, okay, so they start to get in the routine. And then your body, it just becomes muscle memory at that point. Very good. Let's talk about some of the viral stuff. You just mentioned one of them, melatonin, magnesium, tart cherry juice, avoiding alcohol, caffeine, all of those things before bedtime. Your thoughts on those?
So again, some of these we've known for a long time. All sleep doctors recommend those things, and most importantly, avoiding alcohol and caffeine before bedtime. Though alcohol may put you to sleep, once your body starts to break it down, the metabolites are really disrupting to sleep. And same thing with caffeine. Caffeine is really an upper. It helps you wake up, so best to do it in the morning, not in the evening.
And you know, I like the fact that you said, though, that alcohol is not something you use to put yourself to sleep, because there's a lot of people who will have wine with dinner or a glass of wine before bed, and it does put you to sleep. But you're right, the rhythm of your sleep is off once you actually lay down. That REM sleep isn't good.
It isn't good, yep.
Okay, so what about gadgets and gear, such as the weighted blankets, the white noise machines? Do they actually work? The sunlight, I mean, not the sunlight, but the blue light blocking glasses.
So yes, again, I think the data on these things is variable. The weighted blanket more is a trend than a lot of science-backed data, but again, doesn't really have any downside to it. So if it helps you fall asleep, why not go for it? In terms of white noise machines, I think they are really helpful, especially for people who live in like closed communities where they can hear their neighbors at night, or you have the television running in the living room, but you want to try and get some sleep. So it really does kind of block out those noises and helps you fall asleep. And blue light blocking glasses, they may or may not work. The best is to try and avoid blue light, and that is by avoiding all screens at least an hour before bedtime.
There you go, okay? For everybody who's falling asleep with the TV on, you don't need it. All you're doing is running up the bill anyway. Cut it off. I want to get this in here because I did see this on TikTok. Mouth taping, red light therapy. Thoughts on those?
Oh, I think not enough scientific evidence to back those up. A lot of people think mouth taping helps with the snoring, and maybe it does. But if you have underlying obstructive disease, such as obstructive sleep apnea, we really recommend against it. We want you to go see a licensed physician and not just go with mouth taping, because it may block your symptoms, but the disease still stays.
It's persistent underneath.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, this is really good information, Dr. Sharma. Tell me
Thank
where
you.
we can find you.
I am at Baylor Scott & White Clinic in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Waxahachie.